Test one, test one. Test one, test one. Okay, so welcome back to our Louisville Big East Dynasty. We are sitting at 6-2 on the season, ranked number 24. Again, I'm not sure how I feel about that. Don't think we've done a whole lot to earn it. But maybe we will have an opportunity today. We'll see how it goes. But, of course, we had our last game against Alex where, quite frankly, we just didn't answer the bell defensively in any capacity, stopping Isaac Brown and the option attack from Alex there. No answers defensively. The adjustments we made didn't work either, so we're going to have to go back to the drawing board next year against Alex should we get the opportunity to face him. But today we have RJ, and we'll go ahead and take a peek at RJ's roster here real quick. RJ, a guy who beat us 10-7 last year. It was a really fun and entertaining game, defensive battle that RJ came away with a last-minute score. He's lost quite a bit off of last year's team, but he does return as quarterback. The senior Nico Marchiol returns for his senior season. He's got a really young group of running backs, including 3 true freshman running backs. He does like Bryce LaRoque, and LaRoque has kind of been a guy that he's used a bit in recent weeks, but he kind of splits the workload between LaRoque and Dior Hubbard there. But it's a really young group of running backs, not too dissimilar to our group of running backs. At receiver, he's got a couple solid guys. Rodney Gallagher has been a really effective target for him. Christian Hamilton has been pretty strong as well, and he's actually got a pretty decent year out of Jaden Skeet as well. But his guy at tight end is Dorian Fleming. As you notice with a lot of his numbers, he does a really good job of spreading the ball around, sharing the wealth. But Dorian Fleming is his top target. Andrew Olish has had his moments as well this year. But RJ 7-0, kind of a quiet 7-0 a little bit. Of course, he does stream his games. But he's kind of been just kind of taking care of business when it's necessary. He's coming off of a win over Sean in the Brawl, which moved him to 7-0. He's got a strong offensive line. It's not the best. I know he's really been focused on trying to build up his offensive line. Defensively, he lost quite a bit, but he's really good at getting the best out of his players. They may not be the highest rated, but he's really strong at in-game management. He's got a couple pretty solid safeties, and he's just got a really capable roster. It's a pretty unassuming roster at face value, and I think that this is going to prove to be a tough challenge, and we're on the road in Morganton this week. Looking at some of the other scores, Cam defeats Temple 27-10. We have Sean defeating Syracuse 35-7. And a game that just went final is one that does not look all that great for us, as Colin finds a way to take down Alex. And he held Alex to 31 points. And that's pretty impressive. But I am to understand, though, that on the ground, Isaac Brown still had a pretty big game there. So, yeah, interesting that Miami threw the ball a little bit more, but Colin did a really nice job. His defense did a really nice job making it happen. There was some interesting things that happened in that game from a luck standpoint. I think both guys have their feelings about it, but both understand kind of what happened there in a couple moments in that game. But it is Colin picking up the win, and we'll go ahead and take a quick peek at the conference standings. We are not technically mathematically out of it yet, but we would need a lot to have happen here, as it is RJ sitting atop the conference. But then you have a bunch of one-loss teams with Miami, with Cincinnati, Virginia Tech, USF, all those teams are still in the conversation. USF has the tiebreaker over Miami and Cincinnati as it stands right now, so Colin would have the inside track to play RJ as it stands right now. But Ralph has the tiebreaker, Virginia Tech does, over USF. But the weird part is we would have any tiebreaker over Ralph because we beat him. So it's been a lot of, interesting games that have been played, but our battle is an uphill battle, and we're certainly out of the conversation now if we end up losing to RJ, and we're just going to have to figure out a way to get it done today, and sometimes you just have to do that, and that's what we're hoping to achieve today. We are a couple weeks away from getting Joseph Hyman back. I expect him back maybe for the Temple game. We'll see, but certainly for the Georgia game. But for RJ, taking a peek at the injuries real quick, he is perfectly healthy. He did have one player on the injured list that is coming off. I believe it's a defensive end. And we'll just briefly take a peek at RJ's schedule, and then we can get into this one. As I mentioned, RJ is 7-0. He's the last remaining undefeated team in the conference. And he beat Alabama. It was a tight one, but Alabama's kind of fallen by the wayside. Colin also defeated Alabama. Virginia and Marshall are combined winless this year, 0-15. He had a close win over Temple. He blew out Syracuse just kind of like we did. He defeated Sean and then took care of UConn. So his only user game to this point has been Sean in the brawl. But, RJ has certainly proven his mettle in this league. He's the defending conference runner-up. He lost to Tyler in the conference championship game a year ago, and he's going to give us a tough challenge. RJ, if you're watching my stream for the moment, I am hitting search. Go with an alternate uniform there just for fun. Alrighty. Here we go.
Elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up.
This is our final user game of the regular season, and most likely our final user game of the year.
As we'll see the number 24 team.
We'll finish with 3 CPU games.
Taking on the winners of 7 straight, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.
And it will be RJ with the football first. So we're going to put our struggling defense out on the field to begin the game.
And we'll get started.
And Schwartz sends it away.
And it'll come out.
RJ calls for a fair catch.
At a return.
We're not going to be able to get all of our adjustments in just yet.
Give to the running back. Breaks the tackle.
Tackling has been a big-time concern.
Whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
So we need to make sure we get the tackling fixed.
Here on West Virginia. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency for the second half of the season.
Breaks into the open. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and
we don't fix what happened last week overnight.
They had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Got a man. It's Gallagher. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is.
He knows that our pass rush has really struggled to, you know, be effective this year.
To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily,
of course, Marchiol, the lefty quarterback,
for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we
good tackle. There it is. Good fill, Arion.
You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z. So these are big for the resume.
And the Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass.
Nice, good stop.
Incomplete, a defender all over him, knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down.
Man, we were there. Just couldn't get him to drop the pass. We were there.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Gallagher. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Got enough space.
You just got to be better, man.
You're the better team. You're playing at home.
He's already scored as many touchdowns as he scored last year on drive number 1.
Taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score.
Colin, I get it, man. Okay?
And he'll just
I see your message.
This drive will start at the 25. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cardinals can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Creates a little room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He can't hear the adjustments. Of course he can't.
Back to pass on second down. Hauls it in.
It's all right.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
Rides to back and leaves it. Picks up the first down, still moving. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second
Offense
quarter.
doing what it does. Just got to figure out a defense.
West Virginia has the lead,
We'll get there.
and we've come to the end of the
Even if we
got
gotta take the lumps.
To check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work.
We may not have our answers.
They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it. Out of bounds.
Nice job by Laycock there.
On the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They want to run this quarterback. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have...
Heading to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Slow and methodical drive.
They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement.
And we have both scored as many touchdowns as we scored in the first game on our first drives.
I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are.
It's amazing what happens when all of us figure out how to play offense against each other. All right. Let's see if we can figure something out defensively.
Ready to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The give to the back.
Nice meat. Still gets 2 out of that, man.
27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
We filled the gap, just missed the tackle.
The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Might as well give it to him again. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. A little release to the back. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like
We
that,
just
you're
can't
gonna
miss
need
that
some more
tackle, man.
blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
The Mountaineers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. And it's
Nice.
incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Way to deflect a pass.
A tale of 2 drives for this defense early on.
We forced the punt.
They came out starting really slow.
First punt we forced
Touchdown on the
in-
opening drive, but they're finally
Gosh.
settling in here on this one. Obviously,
Who
it
knows,
wasn't
man?
perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little.
Lots of theatrics there. Just
The offense
gotta
just has
do
not
what we
been
do, man.
able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout.
That's not the button I thought I pressed, but it worked out.
Grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35.
Just trying to hit one of the underneath routes, but that worked.
More times than not, he is going to
Appreciate
deliver.
Laycock for
He's
being
so
there.
good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I pretty much don't take deep
As a
shots anymore, and
quarterback,
that's
this is
why
gonna be a
I'm
very
fortunate.
tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20
I saw
units
press
in the
coverage
entire
there, thought
country.
I'd take
They know
an
who
idea
your
of
primary
what that would
target
look
is.
like.
They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Tackle is made.
It's a decent little run.
at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? He'll pull it on the read.
We had the wrong read there.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard
I don't
on
trust
that.
my kicker.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback,
We needed
his
to hand
size
that
and
off.
his athleticism, that's going to be an easy
Tough.
first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
The Cardinals will try to move the chains on 4th down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Nice catch, Stewart. Attaboy.
Grab, it's a first down. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. The give on the inside. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Davis.
Nice job, Davis.
Short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Slams ahead.
That's fine.
Gets it into the end zone, but there is a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's
A torn
going
pec
down.
injury. That's not good for RJ.
Has the lead right
That's going to be
now,
a pretty
but
lengthy
they
one.
Haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yeoman Stadium. They're up by 10 over Louisiana. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll come out on this drive.
No, that's not the camera I wanted to be in. It's fine, but can't get out of the camera issues, man.
And the Mountaineers can really attack.
Keep hitting the
on
wrong
this
button.
2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half.
Nice, there's a sack. Lightfoot, finally.
Gets him down at the 23. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember.
He'll loft one deep down the left side.
And it's picked. Strickland.
The drive with a turnover. And he will be run out of bounds.
Nice first half. I'll take that.
Is limited as we wrap up the first half.
RJ was trying to pull a U, Colin.
Just about set to get this second half underway.
Golden doesn't get very many opportunities. Going to give this a crack. Usually don't take it out, but usually don't get a lot of cracks to return it.
Down there and make the stop at the 19. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Rides the back on the outside.
Wow, what a play.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
The defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow
It's
this
Nair
guy
Jackson,
down.
one of our
It's a
best
real
guards,
nice
getting
start
beat.
to the second half if you're on defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
And we're getting killed. What happened, O-line? Why are we just standing there, man?
Incomplete.
And we need more
Just standing
of this
there.
from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
We just, the O-line just gave up on that drive, man.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Wide receiver going in motion. Gonna run it. It's Hubbard. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down,
There he goes. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
and you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the runner paid the price on that one. Nobody blocked the middle linebacker. He came through that hole unencumbered and laid the lumber on that tackle for loss.
Nice.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing.
Where are we, man?
Right now, they're making the most plays.
Strickland.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
I'm trying to trust our pass rush to make something happen, but
down the field. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Yeah, and you got to love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
And the Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He's got it on the run.
I can't use their own defense. I've got to learn how to do that.
Before he sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. With the run on first and goal.
Too easy.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown Mountaineers. Precision blocking up front created the open lane and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Can't get him to the ground. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
We'll take the penalty there.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's first and 5. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose.
A little bit of a pick there. He's just there, man.
By that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And he'll
take the first
down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. After the penalty, the playbook is wide open on first and 5. Use the play fake, now to throw.
Nice catch, Skinner. Actually, that was really a good place for that ball to be placed. Back behind him because there were 2 linebackers out in front.
It's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with that catch.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. Going for the big play.
A rare deep ball to Nathan Laycock.
And with that one, they
Got some emotion going the other way, and we make a deep ball work. Those have been unbelievably rare this year.
And they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Let's try a little nickel. See if that yields a little bit more success.
Play first snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun, they'll run it.
I gotta quit trying to use the hit stick. I gotta quit doing that.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end.
Good tackle, Arion. Way to be there.
Coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On the ground, it's Hubbard. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Now they're starting to feel it.
Didn't think that would be an N.
44. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Going to the running game. And the defense holds.
Carter going down.
Pickup at all on that
Hopefully it
play.
puts Justin Flo into the game.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose.
Nice. Good answer.
They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. He'll get it down to the 31.
Nothing you can do about that, man. Nothing you can just do about that.
You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Wrestled down.
Now we're going down like flies, man.
Threatened deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gives it on the option. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the
It's just not a defense that can stop anything right now.
I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. Quick hitting in.
Just a great play call there. Tipped your cap.
And he takes it in for the score.
That one you just have to tip your cap. It's a great play call by RJ.
Rabbit out of the hat. Getting out of the Houdini-like blocks. Calling reverse and trickeration, and it worked.
It does, and it's frustrating because defensively you're thinking run, and you're playing aggressive, and on that backside, man, you got to stay home. You got to be alert. You got to do your job. When you don't, here comes the reverse. Here comes the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Oh, he's got some space. Still on his feet. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the
Good catch.
Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He got his hands on it, but couldn't.
Man, I wish you'd have ran that route a little flatter.
Their first pick of the game.
And defenses are terrified of giving up that big play.
He runs that route a little bit flatter, we might have a shot at the jump ball there.
Showing the defense, like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Jefferson. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything.
At least we're
away,
winning
so
some
his
balls in
eyes
traffic
come
in this
down,
game, man.
Finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Got to get rid of that. He's the linebacker.
On that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Beautiful.
Great play, Jaleel Skinner. We got to have that.
Man, what a big catch on third down. Going up, catching the football, understanding where you're at.
Had to make a play there.
Fresh set of downs. Nice play by the receiver.
He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown Cardinals. And with that, they move out.
Lots of having to fit it into tight windows, man.
They'll try to add another to their lead. here. Why are tight ends
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you.
I definitely did not let it go late. I know for a fact I didn't. I know what I did.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back.
All right, defense.
Over at the 25.
The one thing that had to be answered today was how would our defense respond, and this is their opportunity. This right here is their opportunity. They're going to have to win us this game.
West Virginia has
That's the story.
Ready to go to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so
this is just what happened last year. We gotta make sure that we don't allow the touchdown this time.
Mess up this rhythm they got going.
Now on second down. Back to pass. Makes the catch.
Now he's scoring. It's over.
There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And here's the thing, the strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their...
Where are you going?
Offense on the move.
He's literally... oh, man.
Man, this
frustrating.
Is so dangerous.
Really frustrating.
They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. To the air on first down. He's going for the big play. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
The Mountaineers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive.
No, oh, you got to pick that.
Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've
Man,
got possession lead.
a pick would have been huge there.
One more stop after that last incompletion setting up fourth down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
Deep into the fourth quarter of this game, down by 6, they'll have to go for it on fourth down. Big man has it. It's a
And he gets the first.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. They're moving quickly after that big fourth down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Caught in the backfield, it's Hubbard. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, West Virginia. And they take it in for 6.
Game's over.
Well, you can't do it better than that, guys. Getting the touchdown with just seconds to go. The extra point will now give them the lead. Maybe time for a kickoff and one more play. If they can just hang on for 2 more plays after this extra point, they're going to win this game.
A huge point after this for the lead. And they take the lead. And now, in the waning moments, they're so close to a win. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Snapped it in the shotgun. Under fire.
And the offensive line just fucking quits.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. They get to him as he throws.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
We have found every way in the book to lose a game. I mean,
yeah, we came into this
you just can't miss the extra point. You just can't miss it. And unfortunately, we don't have a kicker. I have not recruited a kicker, and that's on me. We don't have a kicker that can make, something like that, a red kick like that go.
This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us.
And we'll take a look at the numbers from this one.
And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
All right, we'll start with us since we lost. Vizina 20 of 29, 68% completion, 233 yards. We missed on a couple throws, but ultimately did okay. We had some moments in the ground game, but honestly not good enough. Receiving, Laycock had a touchdown, Stewart had a touchdown. Skinner had 6 catches like he usually does. And, a lot of what we did offensively was what we usually do offensively, and we did pretty good. The defense made, I would say, a handful of improvements, but not consistent enough improvements. And the thing that's going to matter in the end of this one is this 3 of 4 on extra points. And that lost us the game. And that's on me because I control the kicker. So, and RJ defeats me for the 2nd year in a row. And we fall to 6-3 on the season. Next up for RJ is going to be, I would presume, a user game. We're done with ours, and that could not come at a better time for how we've played the last couple weeks. He has Alex next. That'll be an interesting one. I'll be curious to see how those guys stack up against each other. And for us, we have a bye week, a much-needed bye week, and I'm going to really enjoy this short little time that I'm not going to have to worry about this game because, I've had to sweat out 5 user games in a row. And the rest of the guys pretty much have to do something similar to that. We come out 2-3 in our user games this year. Not a CFP team, not a conference title team, so we'll look to handle business against Temple, find a way to beat Georgia, and win our yearly rivalry, and we'll see what bowl game we end up in. Since we're 6-3, I would presume we'll be headed to a bowl game, and, we'll see if the transfer portal, works out for us. I don't know if it will because our grades are not very good, and we're probably going to lose a bunch of guys, just like we did last year, and we'll have to rebuild the entire team in the portal. And that'll be that. Congrats to RJ on the win. Made the play when it mattered the most, scored at the tail end again, just like last year, and it's another tough one, but that's how things go. That's how life goes sometimes, and that's just kind of the stretch that we're in right now. And we'll look forward to the opportunity for a better day next time. But good luck to the rest of the guys this week. Tyler and Ralph have their games. BJ has UConn in his game. And, of course, we've already had some other games go final. But that's going to do it for me in this one. Hope y'all take care.